Oh, hey, boys and girls, eighth graders, how we doing today? Let's get back into chapter 13. We are moving west today via the Oregon Trail. All right. Yes, these are the Oregon Trail. Now, why would people head out on the Oregon Trail? Why would people leave from around Missouri and go all the way to Oregon? What's the point? Why are people going west? Well, really, if you read in the textbook, the Oregon Trail was established at first by traders, mainly fur traders, these mountain men who would kill small animals for their pelts and furs and sell them. A lot of money was to be made. And again, they mapped out some of the first trails out west, including the Oregon Trail. But soon enough, those pelts and furs were gone. The animals were dead and driven out of the area. So the traders kind of went away. The next big group to go out there, missionaries. Missionaries, people looking to convert other groups of people into a certain religion. In this case, most of the missionaries on the Oregon Trail were trying to convert Native Americans to Christianity. Sometimes they found success, other times not so much. But the third and main reason most people headed out on the Oregon Trail was the free land. The government was giving away farmland in Oregon, good farmland with good soil, good precipitation. You had a long journey ahead of you, but think about if you're a new person to this country looking for a new opportunity. Well, free land. You just build a house, settle in, do some farming, and you got a nice little life for you there. So for those reasons, thousands of people headed west on what we call the Oregon Trail. Now, what you did is you packed up all your goods and your family into this wagon. And then you got with a bunch of other families and you formed what you would call a wagon train. Strength in numbers. You wouldn't want to travel alone for the fear of Native Americans or bandits or other mishaps that could happen. More people, safer. So you traveled in big groups called wagon trains. Now, when I said travel, my friends, you weren't riding in the wagon. That's where all of your family's possessions and stuff was. Everything you had in life, your family packed on that wagon. You were walking next to the wagon, or maybe you were lucky enough to have a horse, but most of us were walking that 2,000 miles. Speaking of which, the Oregon Trail, how long was it? About 2,000 miles. When did people leave? Springtime. Why? Well, you had about 5 months to make it. Because if you didn't make it in 5 months, if you got caught in the winter in the mountains, certain death awaited. Besides the time limit, you also had to deal with a lack of clean water, dust, and starvation. It was a perilous journey that not everyone survived. Speaking of people who didn't survive, probably the most famous mishap from the Oregon Trail was the Donner Party, which Reagan and I were talking about on Zoom on Monday. The Donner Party was an example of a group who did not beat that 5 month time limit. They started too late, almost in the summer as opposed to spring. They got caught in the Sierra Nevada mountains in the winter. They had to hole up in a cave. Eventually, people started starving to death. And next thing you know, they started eating each other. You know, we've all been there before. So it's been made into many movies and books. People are fascinated by people who resort to cannibalism to survive. If the Donner Party is something you're interested in, check it out. But they're a good example of why you didn't want to mess around in the Oregon Trail and you needed to get there while you could. Now, Oregon Trail, white settlers moving to the Pacific Northwest. We've seen this before. That means bad news for Native Americans. More examples of Native Americans getting pushed off their land. In this case, again, for white settlers looking to claim that free farmland, we see more instances of bad news for Native Americans. So that was the Oregon Trail, my friends. Again, it was as a result, thousands of people again moved west. First fur traders and missionaries, but mainly thereafter for the free land. You hopped in a wagon train with you and your friends and family, and you began the long, difficult journey to get there. Once you got there, get out of the way, Native Americans. We'll take this land now. And that was the Oregon Trail. Why it has a special spot in my heart is the computer game. When Laz was a kid at the Rochester Hills Public Library, back in the 80s, I'd hop on this bad boy and I'd play the Oregon Trail computer game. And this is what I want you guys to do today. Caesar, I'm going to put let you take off for a second and let's go to the Google machine here. All right, so today, my friends, you're going to type in Oregon Trail computer game. All right, nice. Now, the classic reload, I've used that in the past, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me go full screen on my computer. So I'm going to go down to Retro Games CZ down here, and I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me here. I'm going to go full screen. Maybe not. It's not going to let me. Aha, it is going to let me. It's going to make that weird noise, but now I can see I'm in. I've made it. I'm going to hit spacebar, and now I'm going to hit the Oregon Trail. So the first thing you want to do is, who are you going to be? A banker, a carpenter, or a farmer? I'm going to be a banker. All right, who's the first name of the wagon leader? Well, I'm the wagon leader. Laz Dawg. All right, who else am I taking with me? All right, well, I'm going to take my dad. I'm going to take Ruby. I'm going to take Jennifer Lawrence. And I am going to take, oh, I don't know, who else should I take here? One more person. Oh, I guess, geez, I don't really even know. Let's bring another beautiful lady along on the journey. We'll take Margot Robbie. All right. Now, these names are correct. Beautiful. Now, when do we want to leave? Again, July, probably too late. You're not going to make it. March, well, you might run into snow. You might leave too early. So I'm going to go with April. I'll leave in April. We got to buy some supplies and load up before we go. So I'm going to head to the general store and buy a bunch of stuff. All right. I need to buy some oxen. So there are 2 oxen. Charge for how many would you recommend? I'll take 4. All right. Food. 200 pounds, a 200 person. How many pounds of food do I want? I want 800 pounds of food. All right. Clothing. Everyone needs clothes. Don't want to walk around naked. I'll bring an extra set of clothes for everyone. 5 sets of clothes. Ammunition. Oh, I'm going hunting. I'm going to buy 5 boxes of bullets. That should be enough. Spare parts. Wagon wheel. I'll take a couple extra axles, a couple extra wagon tongues, a couple extra. All right, I am all set. I'm ready. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to continue on the trail, and we are off. And one of the oxen's injured. No worries here. We're doing fine. You can check your food down here, your health, the date. Now we come to the river crossing. Do I want to look around? Nah, I'm going to hit N. Now I must cross this river, 633 feet across, 5 feet deep in the middle. I'm going to attempt to float across. So I'm going to hit 2. It's a dangerous choice. Let's see if I make it across. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Uh-oh. All right, well, wagon tipped over. We lost 3 sets of clothing, 28 bullets, and 2 wagon axles. Dag nabbit. Stupid river. All right, no big deal. We're good. We're good. Let's just keep going here. Got plenty of food. Everything's fine. Nice. Do I want to look around at the Big Blue River? No. All right. How deep is it? 3.3 feet. Okay, what are my options? Attempt to ford the river. 3.3 feet deep, that's not that deep. Let's just go across. Let's see what happens here. Oh, dang it. We just lost 36 pounds of food and an ox drowned. Dang it. All right. Don't worry. Now, the best part of the game is hunting for food. There I am down there. Dang it. Gotta move. Squirrel, where are you? Where's it? Dang it. Aha! Got that rabbit. Gonna be eating good tonight. Any other animals? Go hunting. Dang it. That rabbit only got us 4 pounds of meat. Let's hunt one more time just to show you how it works again. Bingo. That deer. I'm so sorry, deer, for your sec. Oh, geez, that buffalo. Rabbit. Move out here in the open. Squirrel. Graphics on this thing are incredible. Rabbit. All right. Buffalo. Dang it, rabbit. Get your carcass out of the way. You just cost, well, 68 pounds of meat. That's good enough. Let's continue on the trail. You find an abandoned wagon, and we found 3 axle waggles. Man, axles, that's awesome. We are doing great. Ruby's lost. We just lost 4 days on the trail. Ruby, what were you thinking? Stay in the wagon. See, Margot, she just broke her leg. How'd that happen? She probably fell out of the wagon. But look, everyone's still alive. I'm at the fort. Let's look around. Oh, that's nice. Let's continue on the trail. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna. It's that blizzard. We lost a day. Jeez, bad weather. You guys are gonna have so much fun playing this game. The goal again is to get to Oregon. I wish you the best of luck. Try to get there with all 5 people surviving. Again, I showed you how to get there. Maybe I'll link it for you. I'll put it at the bottom of this webpage. So that is the Oregon Trail, my friends. Today, what I want you to do is spend, I don't know, anywhere from 1 to 7 hours playing that computer game. And then when we meet again on Friday on Zoom, I want you to tell me all about it. Did you make it to Oregon? All right? Talk to you guys later. Any questions? Email me, all right? Bye-bye. Bye, Caesar. See you.